x minus 3 squared dx. Now, when you solve it, well, let's expand out the equation, these quantities. You get 2 pi times x to the 4th minus 7x cubed plus 15x squared minus 9x. Now when you integrate this, you will get a volume of, let's see, I solved it earlier. The volume will be 24 pi over 5. And that's your solution. Now in the last example, you were asked to find the volume of a curve rotated about the y-axis. But what if you're asked to rotate it about the x-axis? Now this is what this second example will demonstrate. Alright, so let's say you're given a curve again, y is equal to cube root of x this time, and you are bounded by the x-axis, and you're bounded by x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 8. And again, you're asked to rotate this line about the x-axis. Now, just to give you an idea of what this curve will look like, I graphed it. Well, here's what it will look like when you graph it in a computer program or use your graphing calculator. Now, when it's rotated about the x-axis, it will look like some sort of cone, which looks like this. Now your job is to find the volume of this figure. Now since you are rotating it about the x-axis, your y function needs to be in terms of y instead of x. So let's do that. And right now it's y is equal to cube root of x. You want to be a function of y, which means x is equal to y cubed. Now again, you want to draw these cylindrical sheets on these curves, and the curve will look like this, and this is just one of the curves. Now if you're confused and not sure what to do, it's always a good idea to write down that equation I showed you earlier and start filling it in. Again, that equation is a is equal to 2 pi times the radius and times by the height. Now that's the equation for one of these cylindrical sheets. Now just looking at the figure, you know that radius of this cylinder is governed by this function y, so let's call that y right here. And what about the height? The height is from here to here. Since we know that this equation is x is equal to y cubed, this part is y cubed, and it's bounded by x is equal to 0, x is equal to 8. That means this length is 8 minus y cubed. So let's put that in. So 2 pi times y times 8 minus y cubed. Now when you simplify that a bit, not simplify, factor it in a bit, it's 2 pi times the quantity of 8y minus y to the 4th. Now to find the volume, you will draw an infinite amount of these cylinders across from 0 to 8, which means that you will have to integrate from 0 to 2. So let's do that. Volume is equal to integrate from 0 to 2 of that 2 pi times 8y minus y to the 4th dy. And when you solve that integration, you will get will get, let's see, earlier, let's see, 96 pi over 5, and that is the solution. Now, once you have this equation, the rest is really easy, but the tricky part is to find the radius and the height. So it's always important to draw the line, and then if it's rotated about the x-axis, draw the reflection, and then draw these cylindrical sheets in between these curves, so that it's easier for you to picture the radius and the height. Oh, that is all for the Schaub method. Thanks for watching.